Welcome all to the WDKY podcast. I am your host, Jonathan, and my co-hosts.
How's it going?
Yeah, great start. Michael, would you like to introduce yourself at all?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Chase, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Chase. I'm a pretty cool dude.
Cap.
What else do you want me to say?
Cap.
It's your introduction, Chase. You choose what you want.
I get to choose?
Yeah.
Okay, well, am I just saying anything then?
Anything at all.
Anything at all?
Yeah.
Alright, I like 80s rock music, especially Metallica.
That's pretty cool. Ivan, what are you up to?
Thanks, John.
What's going on? My name is Ivan. I'm a pretty tall guy, about 6 foot. Interested
5'11" max.
No. We're not going there. Anyway, interested in organic farming and
Don't let him lie to you. His only personality trait is being tall.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so it's about where I'm at. I'm hunting. Don't do it, but I like fishing and I like guns and yeah.
Alright. The real Republican in here. Michael, would you like to get us started off with our daily question of the day?
I don't remember what it was, if we're being honest.
Alright, well, the daily question of the day, so the viewers know as well, the daily question of the day is, what is your dream car?
Oh, alright. Well, I'm the one starting us off here. I'd like to say that a realistic goal of mine eventually in life is to purchase or own at some point a '06 Subaru STI Hawkeye. Specifics being that it would have to have the Subaru blue paint with the bronze or gold wheels. Ideally. You know.
In a perfect world.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, perfect.
And obviously we do not live in one of those.
What about you, Jonathan?
My dream car would have to be a baby blue 67 Chevy Impala SS.
Now you see, I think that's an awful choice. Not the car, it's
I-
the color.
I don't care.
I think
Alright,
an Impala needs to be black.
it doesn't need to be black, alright? That's not... I'm gonna put a picture up on screen so you guys can see, viewers can see. A baby blue Impala looks schmexy. And that's just a fact.
It's gotta have the blue or the all black racing stripes though. Dual racing stripes.
Racing
No,
stripes? Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, why would you ever put racing stripes on an Impala? That would look
Because it's
awful.
an SS. You know what SS stands for? Super
Super
Sport.
Super Sport.
Ooh, got you there.
No. We're gonna get into racing stripes in
No.
a minute when it's my turn. Anyway,
Chase,
anything
what's
else
your
to
dream
add?
car?
I would
Buick?
say
There you
that
go.
obviously I haven't put as much thought into this as Michael has, but I would say that my dream car would be the Lamborghini Huracan. But
Is there
I think-
any reason for that?
I don't know, it just looks nice, and plus one of my favorite YouTubers owns one, so
Who's that?
Who might that be?
FaZe Rug.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So we
But
could
I
say...
think if
Go
we're
ahead.
going achievable, I like Chevy Camaros. They're nice.
Oh,
Alright.
check it.
Oh,
Ah, don't hit me.
Oh my god. No.
heyo.
Alright.
Good work.
All right.
Are we gonna inform the podcast what we're doing, or are we just gonna like?
Oh.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it goes.
Very fitting. We're talking about our favorite cars as well as
Well-
cracking and playing soccer with our most favorite cars in the game of Rocket League.
Playing car soccer?
Well, no,
Yeah,
they're going to be
basically.
seeing this, Michael. They're going to be seeing this
Oh, are
epic...
they? Oh
Yeah.
my.
I'm a screen
That's
cap and they're
pretty
going to see
lit.
epic gameplay, yeah.
That's pretty lit, homeboy.
Yes, it
Whose
is.
gameplay are they watching?
Are you all finished up talking about your foreign Lamborghini cars, Chase?
Lamborghini.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I guess that leaves me. Ideally, one day I'm going to own a
Ivan likes
19.
the Pontiac Firebird.
Actually,
pretty
I do
cool.
like Firebirds quite a bit.
I think they're nice.
Gotta have an 8-cylinder though.
They're pretty
Can't be a
nice.
6-cylinder.
But anyway,
I was considering saying them for my dream car actually, but then I was like, I don't know if that's my dream car. You know what I'm
let's forget
saying?
about my dream
We're
car.
just not gonna give Ivan a turn.
Nah.
Anyway, dream car, 1968 Chevy Chevelle. Now, this isn't going to be any Chevelle. This is going to be a black 1968 Chevy Chevelle. It's going to have chrome Krager rims, and it's going to have leather interior. Its interior is going to be black as well. White racing stripes on the hood, which going
Can't have
back to
a
what you were
black
saying,
interior on a black car, sir. What?
absolutely you can. Just all black. Why not?
If you're gonna go with a Chevelle, you might as well get a Nova.
I mean, the Nova doesn't look quite as good if you're asking me. They look very similar, but than just the regular
What?
Chevelle SS. But
A Nova looks
What?
amazing. What do you mean?
no, I'm not saying it looks bad. I love the Nova, but I think it just doesn't look as good as the regular old Chevelle SS. That's all.
Somebody, and this kids is why you don't do crack cocaine.
Check it out, dude. I'm too good at this game.
Anyway,
Look at this talent though. Look
going
at
back to the whole racing stripe thing, Michael, I think it's kind of awful that you think you would ever want to put racing stripes on an Impala. That's just like I can't
It's an
say
SS,
that,
sir.
but
Probably faster than your Chevelle there.
no, absolutely
Yeah.
not. The Chevelle's a muscle car.
They're all muscle cars.
Yeah, but think about it. The Chevelle it's just like an Impala looks like a family car. Let's be real. I love it. to
A
death. My
family
grandfather-
car?
They all look the
Yeah.
same.
that is
What kind
just
of
not
Impala
They all
looks like a
look the
family car?
same. The newer
Like-
ones, sure.
Yeah, but like my grandfather, prime example, owned a 1962 Chevy Impala. And now this was not an SS. Oh wow, that goal actually almost got shot. That was a shame. We won anyway. Anyway, regardless, he owned a 1962 Chevy Impala. Thing was immaculate. Wasn't the SS obviously, so it wasn't the Super Sport version. But still, it just doesn't look like what I would consider to be a muscle car, like a Chevelle or a Camaro or a Mustang.
Yo, what's
or
going
a
on with our king?
They're all muscle cars, sir.
They're all muscle cars, but like, let's be real. A Chevelle would definitely smoke an Impala.
Jonathan, can you
Yeah.
give us a side by side, please, of a Chevelle next to a Impala?
Yeah, you see them right there, viewers. The Impala is just faster. That's just a fact. It's just better.
No, can we actually get like a side by side though?
Yeah, they see it right up on screen right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you really look at them, there's not much difference.
Yes, there is. The Impala's much longer. The fins, the Chevelle's literally has.
The
rounded
Impala is
back.
lower, right?
Yes, it is.
Which
You're right.
means more aerodynamics.
But the Impala's much longer. It has longer back fins.
Yeah, which means you do understand length. Like, drag bikes are very long. The longer it is and lower to the ground.
Okay.
I'm just saying, man.
So is the vote up? Is
Trash.
I think
Is
you're just silly, goofy, man.
is it 3-1? Am I the only one who thinks that a Chevelle would absolutely smoke an Impala?
Oh, it depends on weight too, because they probably have the same exact engine if they're from the same exact year. Chevy, let's be honest, GM back then wasn't very differential on all their models.
No, no cars were.
Yeah, I think that's pretty common.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like like Subaru too. Like my buddy had a '98 Impreza and I have a 2000 Outback, and they have the same exact engine in them. His would beat mine in a race because my car's 1,000 pounds heavier than his was.
And that's just how it works too. Like nowadays, I think engines are a lot more complicated. Which, well, that was a dumb statement. Of course they are, but
Transmissions, engines.
Like, this is, I think that's a relatively new thing. I think probably until the 90s, engines were basically, not very different.
Well, yeah, and that's especially too like if you ever heard of a boxer engine, that's what my car has in it right now. The older Corvettes had boxer engines in them.
Ooh, Corvettes, I love Corvettes.
Corvettes are pretty
They're
nice
very
cars.
nice cars, but that's one of like the least differentiated cars in history. Is you could look at one from 2007 and one from 78, and they're not gonna well. Okay,
I've got a
obviously
poster up
they're
on
gonna
my
look
wall.
different, but
I've got a poster on my wall of every single Corvette, or like every major change to a Corvette, and
very
they
similar.
hardly look any different at all.
Well, actually, I disagree. Well, I don't disagree with you to an extent. The new ones, I think, are actually very ugly. Like the 2019 through
The
current.
C8s?
Yes, I think they're awful.
No, dude, they look so
Absolutely,
good.
I hate the new Corvettes. They don't even look like Corvettes anymore. They look like foreign cars. And I think
It's
honestly,
because they
that's what
are.
Corvettes.
No, I'm kidding.
I was
Everything's
going.
foreign now, to be honest.
Well,
Ford's no longer all American. They produce and manufacture in Mexico.
right, but Chevy's an American company. Like you
Yeah,
wouldn't,
So is
you
Ford.
wouldn't expect you wouldn't expect a.
Yeah, Ford's
Uh,
market is American.
Yeah, but like you wouldn't expect a Corvette to like look exactly like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, which I think is
Doesn't.
honestly what they were going for.
No.
They were going for
Yeah,
that.
well, obviously, that everybody
like
wants
the-
that new sports luxury, as Chase
Yeah.
said earlier. Like,
They're the
it just
luxury
looks
car.
cool. It just looks cool. Like
But
that's the new thing now. That's the
it is a new thing.
LA trend is to
The
have the
LA
nicest, fastest car.
the LA vibe, you know?
I
It's no
mean,
longer
personally,
it's not about fast because we see people with like junk cars that are like they call them sleepers, right?
Oh
These
yeah.
people with like old '99 Honda Civics that are like with laptops in the passenger seat that are fast as hell. But then you have people who have like the really really nice crazy looking cars and they're slow as dirt.
yeah. Even though dirt can't really move, so.
Exactly.
Exactly.
They just can't really move.
Can't really or can't at all.
Exactly.
Oh, that scares me.
But I think if we're being real, Chevy really did have downgrades with the new Corvettes. I think it just
No downgrade. You know they
yes,
pushed 700 horsepower out of the factory.
but like it just doesn't have that Corvette vibe, which I think is what really attracts me to
I don't know. It says Corvette on the back bumper to me.
That's a
So-
vibe enough for me.
So if I put a Ford emblem on the tailgate of my
That's-
Chevy,
No,
then it's going to
That's
be a Ford.
not
right?
no,
missing.
because does it come out of the factory like that?
No.
Well, then no.
Why are we on
Well,
Asia
that's two.
Asia East servers?
Are we really?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, check out that
Oh,
save, dude.
what a
Oh my
save.
god, I'm cracked.
Ivan's at a solid 264 ping.
Dude, I'm cracked. Did you see that save? That ball was halfway in the goal. Oh,
Yeah.
nice job, John.
That's it.
I'm pretty good at this game. I'm not gonna lie.
That's just my personal opinion, though. I think up until probably like 2017, 2018, Corvettes just they were good. Like with the new ones, and it's just my opinion. I think the new ones just are not great. And I would say that goes along with Chevy's other products too, like the Silverados. I honestly am not a big fan of the new ones.
Oh, I don't like the new ones at all. I
No.
like the round noses.
We gonna head back to 17 on the Silverados. That's where they were golden.
2014 was pretty cool too. I like this 14s. They
Yeah.
look kind of like the newer ones, but they actually still have the logo and they still have the Silverado vibe.
And if we're not even going like off of just straight looks too, obviously like looks are only half the battle, or not even. Like performance wise, I've never driven a brand new Silverado. Probably never will because your boy's broke. But from what I've heard, they've severely downgraded as far as quality goes, and like just like
Darn.
the engine, the transmissions, like
The transmissions are new. What? The old transmissions are terrible. That was the thing back in the 80s and 90s on the Chevys. Like they're just known to drop transmissions right out of the bottom.
It's
Oh,
only a
not
matter of
not
time before mine does.
Well, no,
not
not
like
yours.
that.
Ah,
Yours is the new. Yours is the new transmission, the newer transmission. But
viewers, by the way, I've got an '07 gray Silverado,
Bro,
two-wheel
what's going
drive.
on with
All right,
two-wheel
watch
drive,
out.
by
Watch
the
out.
way.
Now, you see, I don't know if I totally agree with you, Mikey, because the vehicle I'm driving right now, which, for the record, is a 1997 Chevy Cheyenne 1500, which is just a Silverado, just a different version of it.
No, it's
Has
not. It's an earlier version of it.
yes, but anyway, it has the original trans in it, and that is currently going on 218,000 miles.
Yeah,
So
because that was again newer.
right, but like, were you not saying that like the older transmissions are just garbage?
Yeah, the
I would
older, like
consider.
way older. Like I'm talking like early '90s, late '80s, early '80s. Like those ones. If you ever seen, like me and John were talking about it in class the other day. The square body Chevys. Those ones, they're nice looking trucks. They are beautiful trucks. But you can't own one of them and have 300,000 miles on it without it running through 4 transmissions before it
Right,
dies.
but like that's any car or vehicle that
No,
matter.
that's not true at all.
Unless you're driving like a Toyota Tundra, like your trans is going to fall out at some point.
What do you mean a Toyota Tundra?
Because it's good for
Well,
driving in the
You
Tundra,
mean
duh.
you mean the fake truck?
What?
No,
No, Toyotas are crazy, John. What do you mean?
yeah, honestly, I will agree. I mean, I would never ever drive a Toyota. However, um, as far as transmission goes, and like you can like absolutely drive something into the ground, Toyota is known to be like almost number one.
Oh yeah, dude, those Forerunners, you can send them through friggin' hell and back, like, and they're chilling. No big deal.
Like there are people who get like 400K miles out of them. Like they're just
No,
and like
Ivan, why would you hit it that way? It was lined up.
anyway, regardless, what I was saying is there are people like if you take proper care of it, and even
Oh
that
yeah.
to an extent is
Those
just like
old Camrys, like '90s Camrys, run 400,000 miles easy, no problem.
Come on, roll in, roll in.
Get in.
Oh,
You're
Ayo.
welcome.
that
There
was.
you go.
I mean, it would have gone in anyway.
No, it wouldn't have.
It literally was going in. It was
No, it
literally
wasn't.
in.
No, it wasn't. That was not.
Literally in.
Nope.
What?
Michael, that was a good
You're
goal. Good
wrong.
job.
Thanks, John. Thanks, John.
Really well made.
But like, so we're playing car soccer. Any of you guys ever play soccer? Because I did.
Oh,
When
I
I
played
did.
soccer. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When I was like
When I was,
6 years old and I didn't even know how to play.
I played
Oh,
soccer up until I was like in 7th grade.
That one sucks.
For real, that thing was like right in front of the goal and he just whiffed it.
He couldn't have not. You could not have missed that.
I actually
Oh my
never
God.
made a goal in my entire soccer career. Never once.
That's pretty
I
lit.
think I
Oh
made,
my
like-
god.
I think I made like two.
From fifth to 7th grade. I think it might even been 4 years, honestly. Might have been like 5th to 8th or something like that. I never once made a goal.
That is awful.
I made some in indoor soccer because I played that over the winter. That's actually I lost a chip in my tooth, but
Well, we lost Ivan. Now he's
yeah,
I DC.
yeah, you did disconnect. So yeah,
Anyway, what were you?
I've given a lot to soccer and I've got just about nothing out of it except my endurance.
Oh, we're talking
I am
about
a
soccer.
runny boy.
Now, I will say that soccer is not a good sport, in my opinion.
What?
well.
Like it just. I
Let's
don't want to
go.
say it's good.
Nice, jeez.
I just dunked
like-
on that kid.
I think soccer is a good sport.
Soccer's
Very,
a
it
solid
requires a
sport.
lot of coordination.
It's a
Oh, yeah.
lot of fun to play, but I can't watch it.
Oh
Agreed.
No,
that's
agreed.
a different
Absolutely.
story.
Especially at the highest level because they're just
Now
like
you'd get your
keeping the ball
ass
from
kicked
each other
if
as
you
much
were
as
out in like
possible.
Rio or something, out in Brazil,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they heard you say that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the end of that.
Yeah, you might as well just
Oh, it's going in.
Die.
That's going in, baby. No, it's
Stealing
not.
it! Oh no! I'm trying to steal it.
it wasn't going in the first place. You gotta see
Shut
the
up.
angles.
But
Trying
yeah,
to steal
I
a
would say
non-goal.
I do agree though. Soccer is very boring to watch. I mean, it's fun to
You
like.
agree
It's a
with
lot of
yourself
fun to
because
play,
you're the
though.
one who brought that
Soccer
up.
is one of the fun sports to play.
It is really fun. I do enjoy playing it, especially in like gym class when like nobody else knows how to
Yeah.
play. Like that's
Yeah.
the fun part because you just get to bully people.
Bullying people is fun. As
I
long
would
as you're not causing
agree.
harm to them, viewers. As long as you're not causing harm to them.
Sometimes bullying is needed.
Don't listen.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
For the
Here we go, running into
Day one
uncharted water.
cancellation. Oh no.
Here we go, running into
Oh,
dangerous
no.
waters here. Oh, I just did that.
Oh.
Oh,
Day
no,
one. Day
guys
one,
are coming
treading.
back.
Day one, we're already treading water.
Yeah.
Chase.
The guy just missed. He jumped fly over the ball.
So as far as like watching sports goes, though, what would you guys say is like the best sport to watch?
Best sport to watch.
Probably either football or no, not baseball. I almost said baseball. It's like
Baseball
one of
is
the worst
actually
things to
very-
watch.
No,
Now,
I can't watch baseball unless it's in person.
NASCAR is
Yeah,
the worst sport to
I was
watch
gonna
online.
say the exact same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are probably going to disagree with me, like maybe with the exception of Chase. But honestly, I think, yeah, yes, that is my answer. I think bowling is actually my favorite sport to watch.
I love watching bowling.
Like you would think it's really like really boring and like inactive. But, like you get a lot of emotion and a lot of like just character out of like the bowlers. It's very suspenseful. It's like it's not seeing who's going to succeed. It's waiting to see who's going to screw up. And I think it's a very
Pretty much. Yeah, it's
it's
very
it's,
suspenseful.
it's like very drawing.
No,
to
I'd
see.
rather just watch my football players run somebody over and then do like a really disrespectful dance on them in the end zone.
I like
Football
watching
is just
basketball too.
Like not to say that like football doesn't change up.
What?
I think it's very repetitive. Like if you're asking me,
Honestly,
Football-
I agree. I agree.
Different play every.
It's
Well, not
a-
different play, but it's a different outcome every time.
It's a throw the ball, catch it, or sometimes they kick it, or sometimes they pass it.
and which is
Okay,
another
and what do
reason
you do in bowling? Roll it
Well,
every single time.
Literally the same outcome.
well, that's where I disagree with you
Not the
because
same outcome. The
I'm
same
the only person who
the
enjoys
same
watching
strategy.
hockey.
it's not the same strategy actually. Like very often during a bowling match on live TV, you will see them like make changes, make adjustments, change their ball. Like to somebody who doesn't understand the game, it would be very boring. I agree, but coming from the perspective of somebody who does bowl and does it competitively, or at least did do it
Oh,
competitively.
competitive
He's
bowler,
big guy.
man. Watch
There, big
out.
guy.
John, you do it too,
It's
and I
listen,
do it too.
Listen, um, high school. All right, that's different.
Mike,
I don't do it. He's like saying competitively. High school
well,
sports
I
is
do,
not like
well, I do it in a
competitively.
league. So, well, I
Yeah.
actually, I'm the only one that does it in like a league.
Yeah, that's different though. You know what I mean?
But then again, I plan on doing it in the league as well, as soon as I'm able
Except
to.
you got cut from our team.
Yeah. Anyway, I would say the worst sport though to watch on live TV, golf.
NASCAR.
Absolutely,
Oh God,
golf.
you don't watch golf anyways.
I would
I was gonna say I enjoy watching golf, but
rather like.
dude, some of the stuff they do is kind of impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
You know,
Like-
when Tiger Woods hit that ball that one time, it really hit me in
You
the
know,
heart.
it's so Superman level.
Like the thing though, if you like walked up to somebody in the hallway and you're like, "Oh, did you watch the like last night's like Tiger Woods game last night?" Like nobody's gonna say, "Oh yeah, I saw him." Like how he
Yeah.
hit
Oh
the ball.
yeah. Yeah. I
Well,
saw
yeah,
it.
because people our age don't usually watch it. Okay,
But like,
Nobody
if we're
watches
talking,
it. What do you mean?
my dad watches it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
they get about 10 viewers on their
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah, your dad's one of their 10 viewers.
but like golf is just so boring.
Go John. Go John.
Take that.
It's a bunch of people in polos
Oh.
and khakis swinging a
I'm-
metal club
I'm
at a
gonna
white
say
ball.
Yeah,
golf
bro,
is
why do you
another
want to
sport
stand
that-
outside on a hot day in khaki pants with a metal club and hit a freaking 3 centimeter wide ball? Like what?
Like, there's
why?
That just sounds awful.
I'll tell you, they're smart people because it's not really all that tolling on your physical ability, but like they're
It's not,
making
which is why
millions.
personally, if it was up to me, I would not consider golf to be a sport. I would consider it to be an outdoor recreation. And there's a lot of argument people say like bowling should be the same, but like
You know what?
a
I
bowling,
change my
No,
answer
I
on.
want to hear his argument. I want to hear his argument.
Oh.
Why is bowling a sport but not golf?
bowling takes a lot more of your body. Like especially if you see bowlers like Anthony Simonson, like him
Well,
specifically,
it
he's the
takes
first
your
guy.
ankle.
What's that?
It just takes it. Like it's yeah, non-existent.
What? What's
So
not?
does
Your
a
ankle.
sport has
Your
to be?
ankle.
So
Non-existent.
what's your definition of a sport now then? Hold on.
I would say a sport is any physical activity that requires point systems or
Golf.
objectives.
Golf.
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 Golf?
Golf is that. Yes.
But golf,
You
though,
just
I agree.
described
To an
golf.
extent, it does require some physical activity. But like
Okay, then why the heck does chess count?
chess should not be a sport. I do not
agree with
think
Chess
that.
chess should be a
chess
sport.
isn't a sport.
It actually is considered to be a sport.
No, it's a game.
Good
Chess is
sport.
a game. I agree with you, but it is considered a sport.
Your mom's a sport.
Well, they're just wrong.
Got him. Oh, was that in?
I see NASCAR is way more of a sport than bowling or
No. I don't think
golf will
driving
be.
is a sport, to be honest. It
Well, I
requires
mean,
like no physical ability.
well, that's actually where you're wrong.
What do
Michael.
you mean?
NASCAR
Oh
actually
my
does
god, you have to turn a wheel and press a pedal.
Michael!
It's hours at a time, though. And also, think of
Okay,
how
so they
fast
wear diapers and shit their pants. Who
They're
cares?
going 200 miles an hour.
It doesn't matter. It's
for
not
hours
physical
and hours.
ability.
It literally
You know how
is.
much
Physical ability.
It literally is.
Hey.
How taxing it is on their arms.
their arms, and not only that, you know how much G-force is being pressed up against your body?
Oh my god. Oh my.
Oh my god!
Michael,
Actually,
next time you talk with a NASCAR driver, ask them about how their arms feel after a race.
I'll ask them how many hours they spend in the weight room preparing for NASCAR.
Now they
No,
might
I mean,
not
I
spend
guarantee
hours
the answer
preparing,
is none.
but nobody spends hours preparing in the weight room for bowling
Yeah, no, not bowling or golf.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Or chess.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't consider bowling, golf, or chess a sport.
So what do you just consider them then? Just like a
It has
game?
to be tolling on your physical ability. Like, you're not going to run out of stamina bowling. You're going to sit here.
Well, that's where
Did you see that strike?
bowling does actually take a lot of energy. It depends on how you do it. But like,
Oh my god. You bowl 2 times and then sit down. Like,
Well-
come on. You
Like,
get
if-
break. You get more
if-
time sitting down than you do standing up and bowling.
well, it depends on like how you're taking it though. Like, if you're a 95-year-old grandma who's sitting there with her grandkid,
Why are you playing bowl? Why are you bowling? If you're 93 years old in this day and age, with how much pollution and how much junk food is on the market, you're probably in a wheelchair or on bed rest. So I'm
Anyway.
sorry, if you're bowling as a 93-year-old grandma, good on you.
anyway, point being, it depends on
There's
how you
no
do it.
point.
Yeah, well, you're not letting me explain the point.
Okay.
Say that you're somebody like Jason Belmonte, professional bowler, considered to be the best bowler in the world at this point. Anyway, they can bowl up to, what would you say, Chase, like 30, 40 games in a day? More
Yeah.
than that? Like that gets tiring after a long time. And you could say the same about golf.
That's just to get to the show, to like get on TV. And then they still might have to bowl up to like 5 or 6 games to make the finals of a show.
Yeah, it's just I would say that
Depending on
bowling
placement,
is
obviously.
more of a toll on your body than you would think. And I mean, I
Name
don't.
one sport besides golf that bowling has more of a physical toll on
Chess.
a person. That's not.
we're
No, we've already determined chess is not a sport. Name one sport that it's more tolling.
tolling
Cricket.
than what? More tolling than what?
Bowling.
Cricket.
More tolling on like the body. Like requires more physical.
Literally any other sport?
Cricket.
Tennis, basketball,
I-
football, soccer.
Tennis, you're running around a court. What?
That's extremely
No,
physically tolling. What are you talking about?
I'm saying name one that bowling is more physically tolling.
Oh, you literally said name one that's
I-
more physically tolling.
If you
But
consider
I
fishing
gotcha.
to be a sport, then I'm gonna go with that.
No.
Is trap shooting a sport?
No, I would not consider trap
No,
shooting.
not really.
It's in the Olympics.
It's a competition, I would say, not a
Okay.
sport.
Okay, that's fair.
Trap shooting, like, it hurts your shoulder, but like, I mean, that's if like you just sit there hours at a time shooting trap. But like,
Yeah, but that's not physically tolling. Like you're not straining your shoulder by doing
Yeah,
some
I mean,
sort
if
of
you
physical
sit there,
activity.
like,
That's
knocking
just
out
from
power against
transmission of force.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I would.
You don't
personally-
train to be a trap shooter.
I
But you,
might.
I would
obviously you train. Obviously you train, but you're like practicing
You're not, like-
shooting. You're not training your shoulder to
You're
be
not,
like
like-
bigger and bulkier.
You're not
so
spending
you
time in the
don't
weight
get
room.
hurt. Yeah.
Well, we got schmacked.
Where did these guys get 5 goals? Hello?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think I got distracted, honestly.
I don't
Yeah.
remember them scoring a single one.
I don't
Like-
either. That's crazy.
Anyway.
All right, but
Lost.
back to the conversation, Ivan. Name one sport that bowling is more tolling than.
Well, again, I think this is just that's a very opinionated question because we may not consider fishing, golf, bowling, chess to be sports, but other people might. So it depends on who you're asking, I suppose. If you're asking me, a sport that's more physically or less physically tolling, I apologize, than bowling is.
What's the sweeping one on the ice?
Well, are you talking
Shuffleboard?
Curling?
shuffleboard?
Oh,
Curling.
Curling. Curling
that a
doesn't do
sport,
nothing.
though? Is that a sport?
It's considered. a
No,
sport.
honestly, curling is definitely more physically tolling than bowling because you're
I agree.
literally,
Yeah, so,
I agree.
No, no
Yes.
way.
Yes.
dude, you're literally moving your arms back and forth at like a really
With
high.
a freaking
Bowling,
broom.
in bowling, you do one thing: you throw the ball one time.
Chase, have you
No,
ever
yeah,
mopped a
something
floor
like
before?
curling.
Chase, have you ever mopped a floor before?
It's like literally like half my job.
Where do you have to mop? It's all carpet. You work at a bowling alley.
I just sweep the floor like down by the tables.
He mops the lanes.
The
No,
lanes.
I don't know how to lane.
Chase mops the bowling lanes. Is that
If
why
I
there's
got-
so?
if I-
Is that why there's no oil on them?
No,
Facts,
that's not.
that bowling alley
That's just-
sucks.
Shut up.
I mean, when you're the only one around for about 15 miles, 50 million miles, that's what happens.
15 miles. I think it's
Yeah.
a little more than that.
I
15
go
miles
out of
isn't
state
that
for
bad.
bowling.
I drive 15 miles to go to a bowling alley.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Realistically, how far is 15 miles? Hold on. Let me think
From
about that.
my house to the Votech.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that bad then.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that bad.
From my house to your house, John, it's like 20.
Okay,
No.
then yeah. 20.
Probably 15 if you take 49.
15 miles is realistic for
Nice.
going to a bowling alley.
Check me out, dude. I'm cracked on the sticks. What
I
you know about
Yeah.
it?
I definitely
So,
helped you.
Yeah, you did set it
But-
up, but I finished.
Yeah.
Look, and I finessed both those guys because they both tried getting in front of me. Too
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Too good.
I got this.
No, you don't. Watch this. I'm a fake
We're
man.
back. Oh, frick.
all right. So I mean, I guess back to the topic at hand. Do we feel satisfied with our selections of what is a sport, what's not, what's a game, what's an activity?
No, there's still more to discuss.
Yeah.
What about badminton?
No,
That's not a sport.
absolutely not. That is like a Queen of
That's
England. It's outdated. You need to go.
Yeah, I mean that's something like you
Like,
would play in
who-
seniors. Like,
Who
that-
looks like up at their parents when they're like 5 years old?
Daddy,
you're like,
can you give
when
me
you-
a badminton set?
I mean, like when someone asks you, you know, like little kids, right? So
Right.
usually you cling to one sport. So like if you played baseball as a young kid, you're gonna be like, oh, I want to be a professional MLB player when I get older, right? So
Right.
like, who looks at their parents or like a teacher when they ask them what they want to be when they're older and like professional badminton player? Like nobody says that.
badminton all day. I love badminton, Daddy.
Daddy, please can I get a badminton set for my birthday?
I really
Yo,
want
look,
a badminton set, please. I really want one.
Daddy, can I please use the volleyball net for badminton? Can you please get me a birdie and a racket,
Daddy, I asked Santa Claus for a badminton set, but instead he gave me a Barbie because he said that's more manly than badminton.
Daddy, can I please get a badminton coach?
I love to hit the little birdie.
Son, all of them are extinct. They went out of business 60 years ago. Daddy, I want a badminton coach.
No.
Daddy, I want him now.
Just in case, I highly doubt it, because I doubt anybody's gonna watch this. British out there. No offense, we love British people.
Yeah, we love the Brits over here in America.
Yeah,
You do?
you scare me a little bit, but yeah.
Oh no, it's more than a little.
I mean, we do.
Your
Anyway,
Do you- do you- Do you guys do you guys know who Tommy in it is?
This
Yeah,
is a
so-
cheat code.
I recognize the name somewhat.
Well, he's British, and he was doing. You guys know who Vicstar is, surely, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was doing a vlog with Vicstar, and Vicstar was distracted in his living room, so he goes into his stream room, and he starts up his stream, and it's like streaming on his computer,
Let's go.
and he's
let's
like
go,
walking
let's
around
go.
in the Dream SMP.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Yo, what's up, chat?" and all
Look at
this.
Chase steal my goal, bro. What
And
do
there's-
you mean?
There's
I
a,
hit that the first time.
there's a picture of the Queen of England on one of the walls,
Oh no.
and he looks at her and goes, "Now at this point, Vicstar already discovered that he was in here and all. He's like, 'What are you doing?' He's like, 'Oh, I'm just playing around, streaming on Dream SMP and all that.' And he's like, okay, I guess so. So at this point, he's just like watching him, seeing what he's doing. And Tommy in it looks at the photo of the Queen and says, 'You know she's single now.'"
No.
No. Oh, it's so messed up.
I started dying. Now, Vicstar proceeds to just crumble up in a ball and die. Its
Rip.
exact reaction.
Just like the Queen of England's husband.
No!
Stop.
Can't even say his name. Just the Queen of England husband.
No!
Just like
That's more disrespectful than saying what he said.
That's what's up.
yeah. We might want to cut that out.
No,
Cut
ed-
that out.
no editing in this podcast. We are edit free.
Mhm.
Always. If you hear an edit, it's not true.
Fake news.
Anyway, but speaking of Tommy and the Dream SMP, I think that's actually a good transition.
Ivan, do something. Oh my
Ah.
god.
I took the shot.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking about Tommy and the Dream SMP. I think that's actually a very good transitional period into another topic we had listed.
Segue, let's go.
Segue, yeah. Into what is the best video game and why? And I think I'm gonna let you guys, one of you guys go first. 'Cause I want to hear.
Well, I already know what Ivan's gonna say.
Every
Well,
Ivan's a Minecraft simp.
That might be what I'm gonna say, but I think I want to hear Mikey's argument first.
Ivan, how is your
My
total score?
favorite.
22.
Okay.
22.
My favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
That is very difficult because I've played a swell,
As well.
very large amount of games. Okay?
Yeah, we could. You know,
Hey,
See,
hey,
guys,
hey.
viewers, Michael's a hardcore gamer. All right.
Not
Oh, yeah.
really.
If there's
no.
anybody that's a gamer, it's Michael.
So I've played quite a few games in my time, and it would all depend on what category we're placing these games in, because I could think of a game for best story mode game ever,
Well,
best multiplayer game, but like overall, I don't really know
it's a
if
good
there's a
point.
one winner.
I think I agree. It's very difficult because there are lots of games that have different aspects of them that are really really good. But I think that's
Who
the
picked
interesting
that?
and the challenge about finding what is the best game of all time.
I
And
just don't think there is one best game of all time.
no, that's where I disagree with you.
It's in.
And
Oh god.
if you don't have
Yeah,
your
it's
team,
obviously Roblox. Come on,
Now
guys.
we can all have a favorite game, sure, but a
It is
best game of all
Roblox.
time?
now
He said your
I think,
favorite game of all time.
and we're going
Roblox.
No,
to.
he said best game of all time.
Well, yeah, I'm saying best game of all time, as in like not necessarily your favorite, but if you had to go into like the best game of all time, and it could be your favorite, also does when it's baller.
That
Um,
was crazy.
I'm gonna give you my opinion, and you are
Minecraft,
gonna.
Minecraft, Minecraft.
Well, as much as you mock me, I will say yes. Minecraft, I believe to be the best game of all time, and that is
Well, yeah,
not
but
even.
it all depends, because I can tell because of the tone of your voice that you were going to continue speaking on what you were saying, and you were going to give some points, and I'm assuming one of your
Yes,
points was going to be based on, or your basis on why it's the best game ever, and one of them I'm sure is going to be how many people have played it, and how many people currently still play it, and how many updates
that
there
is
are, and
that
things
is one of my
along those
points. But
lines.
that's actually that's one of my smaller points, but that is
But
true. Yeah.
here's the thing. You can base that. Sure, Minecraft, one of the highest, you know,
No,
selling games.
it is the highest selling game of all time.
Okay, I understand that. But what I'm saying is
Yo,
you
Wii Sports
can't
baseball though.
really base that, because how many people bought it and stopped playing because they didn't like it? How many people do still enjoy it to this day? That kind of thing, you know what I mean? So like, but it's all dependent. You can't just say, "Oh, that's the best game ever," and then not back it up, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, no matter what it is.
That's what he was
Absolutely.
about to, Michael.
I understand that, but I'm saying is you have to be able to back it up. Like, I can't
Oh, sure.
say,
Yeah, I can do that.
I
Well,
can't
Literally,
say, I
if we're
can't, I
talking,
can't say Red Dead Redemption 2, and then now I have to try and debate Ivan on Minecraft being the best game ever. But because
right,
Minecraft's multiplayer, you can have
I
multiple
will
people in
take
one game.
I
And
will
Red Dead
take
Redemption's
numbers out of the equation. Okay.
what?
All right, numbers out of the equation. Here's why I think like let's say scenario. This is just theoretical. Minecraft is not the best selling game of all time. It
Hmm.
is high up there, but it is not the best. Selling at least. Here's why I think it's the best. Um, I think one is well, my biggest point is the continuation of improving a steady, pretty static game. It's that sounds like those two words contradict each other very well. But take a game like Minecraft. It's very simple. In fact, it's graphics wise, if we're talking about textures and mechanics, it's such a basic game.
it is not a
It's just
simple mechanic game. Oh no, it's
not
not.
not like simple mechanics, but like compared to like I don't know what's a really complicated game.
Rocket
That's
League.
Rocket League is not
Yeah,
Rocket
very
League
complicated.
mechanically is very complicated. Yes, it is.
It's not more
yeah.
complicated than
Mechanically,
Minecraft. Not
So
oh,
think a game
Minecraft.
like the
elaborate,
graphics
elaborate.
big.
I'm just
Okay,
gonna say
fine. Then like GTA 5. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
gonna say Redstone. That's all I have to say.
It doesn't
Yeah, but
matter. What?
take any of those games.
Redstone? What?
It's such a simple game, but they find ways to make it enjoyable and improve it, but not in like massive ways. Like I I started Minecraft in 1.6.2, I think it was. That was
Why do
just
you know
about
that?
like just short of 10 years. And I have continued to play the crap out of the game. There have been times where like I didn't play it as much, but I always find myself enjoying playing it because it's so simple, but it's also I don't want to say therapeutic because that almost sounds weird, but it just the amount you can do with just such a simple game. And along with that, the amount you can do with such a simple
So,
game.
so your point is replayability.
Yes, it to an extent never gets old, and it doesn't change that much.
Okay.
You can do
Yes.
whatever the heck you want. So there's so many different ways you can play. You can play creative, you can play hardcore, you can play survival, you can, take up, I don't want to say hobbies because that's probably not the right word, but like preferences, like if you really want to do redstone, or if you're really good at building, or if you're really good at combat. There's just so many different parts of the game that you can change and get skilled at.
Perfect. And
Yeah. So like, take me. Like I like to play the game. I like my favorite of all time is hardcore. I like the challenge of only having one life, uh, and that being it. Like that's my challenge. That's how I like it. And not to say that like mods and stuff and like changing the game is wrong. Like absolutely, I love modding, but like that just goes to show there's so many different ways you can play it, which is why I
Yeah.
think
Well,
it's
modding aside, I don't think because literally any game is crazy cool modding involved.
yeah,
I
sure,
mean, like
sure.
me and you were in study hall today, and I was playing a cheese map on Call of Duty World at War Zombies. Like mods,
Yeah,
anything's possible. Like anything that even the developers hadn't imagined, kind of thing.
right.
That
And
makes
I
sense.
agree. Like
But
modding can absolutely make any game a lot more fun, but I think that's what really makes Minecraft shine through the pile of Dookie is that like
Dookie.
yeah, like there's a lot of really bad games, but I think Minecraft is fun no matter what. I think you can have fun
I
whether or not.
disagree.
What's that?
I disagree. I haven't played Minecraft in a year because I used to replay and play it, and I find that its replayability has run out to me. I've played
Okay.
every mode. I've played servers. I've downloaded mods. I've played regular survival. I play with friends where we have a huge world with a bunch of people. Something always goes wrong. Something happens. Somebody doesn't know how to host the world, kind of thing. To
Hmm.
the point where it's just not fun anymore because you restart so often and like restarting's boring. And then once you
Yeah.
get like I don't understand. Once you get to a point where everything's automated, how do you even have fun on the game anymore? You
Well,
literally have
that's
everything at the tips of your fingers. Like once you're done with that, I would consider the game beat.
I think that's actually a really good point, and I actually,
So
funny
I
enough,
don't think the replayability is there. I mean, for some people, sure. Like for me, I could play, and it's not a pinpoint game, but Call of Duty, I could play Call of Duty all day long.
well,
It's there's the replayability to me, and some people may make the argument, oh, it's exactly the same thing every time, but it's not because there's a different map. You can use a different gun. You're playing against different people. There's different modes. There's different scenarios. Like there's so many different options.
Different trick shots.
Like yeah, and like people made things out of it, like trick shotting or like like mini games like Michael Myers and custom games, things like
yeah,
that.
I mean, absolutely. I agree. I think there's a lot of, Call of Duty is definitely a really fun game. I just think that sometimes they come out with really, really crappy Call of Duties. Like, and I would say
Wait till
honestly, there's
next year.
probably what's that?
When's the last time Minecraft came out with a game? Oh, it's the
I don't know.
Well,
only
if you're
Minecraft
talking about,
Dungeons,
Minecraft
mm,
2.
Minecraft Story Mode. That was pretty cool.
yeah,
Minecraft
that's
Earth.
I will agree. Minecraft Story Mode, Minecraft Dungeons, Minecraft
Minecraft
Earth.
Dungeons, garbage.
Oh yeah, they're all garbage. In fact, I would
We got
say
to
all the
play that.
Minecraft
No,
games
Minecraft
except
Story Mode was kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie.
You ever played Minecraft Earth?
No,
Minecraft
garbage.
Earth.
ever plan on.
It was
Absolute
pretty
garbage.
cool. It was pretty cool for the first week, and
Yeah,
after that,
fine.
it just was not fun. But
Minecraft.
also, hey, if any of the viewers out there want to try the game, better get on it because it was so unpopular. They're shutting it down the end of June.
Oh
So,
wow.
it hasn't even actually been technically released yet. It's still in beta. So,
Really?
if you want to check it out, go check it out. The link will not be in the description. Find it yourself.
Good luck.
But if,
Good.
while we're taking a bit of a break in the middle of this argument here, if any of you guys have any opinions on what the best video game of all time is, feel free to drop it in the comments.
Check out that goal, though. Oh my god.
Much of a
Ooh,
snipe.
court shot,
Dude,
man.
look at this.
We love to hear.
Boom.
Oh.
We love to hear feedback from you
Hail
guys, and
Mary pass, baby.
that's one of the best ways to improve what we're doing here. So if you enjoy what we're doing, drop that comment. And you know what? Smash the
This-
like button maybe
this
while you're at
podcast
it.
Brought to you by our sponsor.
And also,
And
while
bots,
you're at it,
don't get lost.
and while you're at it, just subscribe. You know, it really helps us a lot. From our last video, 0% of all viewers were subbed. What's up with that, guys? Come on. Like, you can't even subscribe when you enjoy the content. Just like, you know? Alright. You guys get the point. Check it out. You like it. Do all the cool YouTube interaction things. Catch us on the next episode, you know?
Turn on that bell to get notifications. Every
Yeah.
single time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going in.
No, it's
It's
not.
This
Anyways,
I'm better.
let's get back to talking why Disney Infinity 3.0 is the best video game of all time.
Bro, get out
Oh.
of here.
No. I think we can all agree that Disney Infinity is definitely not the best game of
Have you
all
ever
time.
have you ever played it though? Have you ever played it though?
I have.
One time.
And you enjoyed it.
was
You
awful.
enjoyed it.
It was okay, but it was by far not the best game I ever played.
Yeah, come on, guys. Skylanders.
No, actually, I agree with Chase on this one. Skylanders is a very good game. I
think it
probably
Oh
spent
my god.
The original one, like Spyro's Adventure or whatever it's called.
absolutely. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like I
Like
wasted
all
time-
like the giants and like the mix match crap. That's crap. Like I
yeah,
don't.
this started to get out of hand. I agree, but like the original Spyro's Adventure Skylanders.
I pushed you right out of the way.
Like it was just
so funny.
such a good game, like, and especially
It was
for
a
its
good
time,
game.
it was very original for its time. Like to take like actual, there we go, like actual real life pieces, like the portal and like the characters and stuff, and put them
Yeah.
in the portal. I think that was just such a turn on for like,
Oh.
Wait, it was a
Oh.
what now?
all right, it was such an attraction to kids. To
What?
Oh.
look,
Rephrase that, please.
there's no
Yeah.
Rephrase that.
anyway. It made
Yeah,
it
wait a
enjoy.
minute.
Wait a second.
Is that a better way to say it? It
Who
made
are
it
you?
for kids to play.
What did you
Is
say,
that better?
Evan?
Said it made it enjoyable for children to play. Is that better?
Kind of.
Better, I guess.
It's a good game for simpletons like Ivan.
Well, that's also like what I'm getting at. Games don't need to be super complicated to be fun. Like you know how many people played
Look-
Street Fighter for years and just absolutely loved it.
We
You know how
looked
many
back-
people play Tetris today?
We looked back to Minecraft, and it's just a really simple game, you know? It's
It really is. I agree. It's gotten way more complicated like as time went on. You know, given that it should. But like
I'm
even
still waiting
like,
for
in the
Chess
beta
2 to
version,
come out.
like
What'd you
Like-
say?
Still waiting for Chess 2 to come out.
It's been 2,000 years, guys. Come on, catch up.
Don't they know that sequels are where it's at?
Sequels are where
actually-
the real money's at.
there actually like there is
That's it.
multiple different versions of chess.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
How?
the point is, Ivan, it's not called Chess 2. So.
No,
Chase,
Oh!
how do you whiff that? You're so garbed. You're dog water. You're dog water.
God! Are you kidding me?
Chase, we haven't really heard from you about what you think your favorite game is. I mean, we heard John's awful opinion about Disney Infinity being the best game, which is
What,
absolutely
yeah, hold on. Wait a minute. I didn't hear that. Where are you getting Disney Infinity?
Yeah, I mean, John did say something about Disney Infinity.
Well, you're talking about.
on.
Hold on. Now, Chase, you mentioned earlier you enjoy Roblox a lot, right?
Get in there, baby! Come on!
Chase,
That's
you
it.
said you enjoy Roblox, right?
Eventually. Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, And Ivan,
That's not my favorite
you
game.
enjoyed Skylanders, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I did. That's not my favorite game
All right.
either.
So we combine Ivan's favorite game of all time and Chase's favorite game of all time, and that's what Disney Infinity is.
Well,
It's
that's wrong.
it's
No,
Roblox it's
that
Roblox
is not what
Skylanders.
it is.
It's Roblox Skylanders with Disney characters. And
But
that's
I
sick.
didn't Skylanders is my favorite game of all time. I just said it was very enjoyable as a kid. I really,
So
really,
I think
really.
really with the combination of two favorite games of all time, that's just how it is, you know?
But it was never my favorite. Minecraft was my favorite.
Is Disney Infinity like legitimately your favorite game?
I I I don't know, man. Let me I don't know how to describe it. All right, let me I enjoy playing that game a crap ton. Me and Colin, my brother, I think it was summer of 16, 17, whatever it was, played that game non-stop, unending. And
Man, that sounds really
actually,
dumb.
I'll insert a picture into the video, but I've got 3 shelves of Disney Infinity characters hanging above my monitor.
That's whack.
No, they're cool. You don't even have like they're cool, all right? And you really had to be there to understand it. But
Uh-huh.
for real, actual favorite video game of all time, probably gotta be Mario Kart Wii.
Oh,
Mario Kart
that
Wii
is a
I-
is
solid pick.
I
Mm.
would
No,
I
I'm
would wake
surprised
up.
none of you had said Smash Bros. Yo.
I just enjoy I have enjoyed Mario Kart for a much longer period of time. Cause like I would wake up Saturday mornings, 6:30 in the morning, Mario Kart.
underrated pick, Club Penguin.
That just
I think Mario Kart. I agree is very, very, very fun, but I think only in certain circumstances. Like I think playing with other people, like with your friends and your family and stuff, that's like Mario Kart at its peak. But if you're playing by your like on your
John,
own,
how do you whiff that?
it's called
like
lag.
yeah,
How are you gonna mess that up? That was
It's
a
called
goal.
lag. I tried to hit the ball and I
but
flew away.
like if you're playing Mario Kart single player, like against CPUs, like at that point it gets very repetitive, and I think that's Mario Kart's big downfall. Is that
Oh.
it's, in my opinion, only fun if you have other people to play with.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I got my
And
boost
That's a
to
lot of
69.
games though.
Yeah, but who won't say, yeah, I'll play Minecraft? I mean, I'll play Mario Kart. Who won't say that?
That's a lot of games though. Like Call of Duty, sometimes I get bored of it when I'm like not playing like zombies. I don't like playing COD Zombies alone. Like on the
No.
newer
Yeah,
CODs.
COD Zombies
I'll
by yourself is lame.
I'll never
Yeah,
play
exactly.
Fortnite by
Like,
myself.
yeah, exactly. Stuff like
Like,
that. Like it's boring. It's like it's burnt. But like other games, they're fun to play alone. Like obviously story mode games, you can only play them alone. So
Yeah.
but story mode
Now,
games
honestly,
aren't things that you constantly go back to, unless it's like multiple endings, or if you're like just completely in love with the game.
so
You know?
we've determined that determining a game like the best game ever, you'd have to go off a certain topic, right? That's
Well,
what we've come to agree on that.
I think no, I disagree with that. I think that
Yeah,
the
well
best
that's
game
because
of all
you're a
time.
Minecraft simp. Again, you're a simp for Minecraft.
Well, I'm not saying even just Minecraft, but I think if you really want to classify a game as the best game of all time, it has to have all aspects. It's fun to play like if you're playing by
That's
yourself.
no,
It's even
yeah,
more
and
fun to play.
I'm saying you can't classify one game as the best game of all time.
Right.
Because it's not going to have all aspects. There's no game that has all aspects.
Oh, I would disagree, but I guess
Minecraft doesn't have all aspects, man.
what does
Why
it
are
not
you
have?
simping so hard for the game?
What does it not have, Mikey?
What does it not have?
Go
Let's
ahead.
think. Let's think. Does Minecraft have DLC? No.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the
No, it
Mine
doesn't.
Store? You ever heard of the
Oh
Mine
my
Store?
god, dude. The new update bullshit where it's you have to
Mine coins
buy mod packs
and
and they're
skins.
garbage.
You have to
and
buy
they're
skins.
garbage. The mod packs aren't as good as the
Lots of
free
ways that
ones
you can
that you
spend
can get.
extra money in Minecraft. Like, take 10-year-old me, for example. I went out, I shoveled snow. Lots of snow. To get money to, like,
Oh,
spend on Minecraft servers and stuff.
Yeah.
So, it's not like the traditional, like, game DLC, like if you had COD or something like that with the DLC, it's very specific. but there's tons of ways that you can spend money and extra time on stuff on Minecraft. Like, in fact, I would even argue more than most games. Fair enough.
I don't know, man. I'm just
No.
saying, there,
I
it's
don't
not
know,
gonna have
man.
it's not gonna have all aspects. There's no game that has all aspects, and you can't just
I
label
challenge you
one
to
game the
find
best of all time.
Alright, so I'll tell you what
I
does have
just
all
said-
aspects.
I just said DLC. The only thing Minecraft has is they add on more and more to the game. When it gets boring and people
You know what a DLC is?
downloadable content,
Well, I'll tell you
something
what. You want to talk about a game that has all aspects? One, single player, amazing, thrill-seeking story mode in Disney Infinity.
yeah, Minecraft doesn't have a story
Multiplayer,
mode.
thrill-seeking. All right, how fun it was to shoot Colin over and over again. Fun. Um, DLC, that's literally the entire game. Um, what were your other points? What were your other parts about why you need to have for the best
A
game of all time?
multiplayer.
Multiplayer? Again,
Yeah,
it's so much fun
multiplayer.
to shoot Colin. I don't know if you've ever done that before.
Yeah,
But-
somehow I feel like your joy of Disney Infinity just revolves around bullying your brother.
Yeah, probably. That makes
I
no
would say
sense.
that's not applicable to most people.
Well,
I'm just saying, there's no one game that has it all. Like I said, Minecraft DLC,
Sorry.
the whole new update bullshit where you have
Mine
to buy
store.
mine coins and then like you purchase these coins that you pay for a mod pack, and it's not even a mod. It's just like a really, really poorly put together like texture pack with like a couple extra things to it, and
Yeah.
it's garbage. It's worse than the free mods that you can get.
yeah.
So that doesn't count, and it's like, in it, I don't know. The game just gets old. It really does, and I don't think any person in this call would disagree besides you, Ivan. You're the only
Really?
person I've ever met in the entirety of my life that can sit hours on end and play Minecraft day after day.
I agree. Unless you're like Phil's in
Uh,
Minecraft or something like that. No.
Yeah,
I was
unless
gonna
you're
say,
making money off of it too.
Yeah, I mean, but it's very like attractable to people who really have never played it. Like, look at PewDiePie. He never, well, he called himself a Minecraft veteran at first. You know, that was really a joke.
Tried
look
to
at him,
light
like-
TNT with a torch.
He's an addict now. Like well, actually, no, that wasn't incorrect. Like in the alpha version of Minecraft, that's how you did it.
Yeah, but of
course
it
you would know.
doesn't matter. He's not a real veteran.
So he wasn't really wrong.
wasn't
But
really.
Well,
Point-
sorry
I said
about
let's
it.
go. I said let's go.
anyway, yeah.
I think that RuneScape is
Start
Dude,
naming aspects of a game, John, that it should have.
Single player, solid story,
League play.
multiplayer, DLC,
Okay.
replayability,
Minecraft doesn't have a story or
Effect.
DLC.
Actually,
effect
that's where I
on
just
community and world.
Minecraft doesn't have an organized story mode like
Oh my
I don't think like a
See,
COD story.
there's really deep lore, and actually game theory's gone into it a lot. There's a lot of really deep lore with like the.
There's a
discs.
tutorial, thank you.
If you're into that kind of stuff, I mean, there is, but like I'm not. But there is one specific goal that most people
beauty.
kind of follow.
The beauty of Minecraft is you can make your own stories.
Well, that's
Start talking like a high school English teacher.
Like,
What's
I-
Poa
that
mean, guys? Oh,
like,
it's
most
just
people
about
would-
cleaning chip. No,
all of
no.
Minecraft is
No, you want to hear
Dragon.
something a high school English teacher would say? Well, it's not exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's not. It's not quite wrong, but it's not quite true either.
That was the only thing I liked about Miss Grodesky's class, was that even if you were like wrong, if you could explain yourself enough, you could still be right. Unless it was her
I was
opinion.
correct every
Unless it
time.
was her opinion.
I did not score that. Watch this. This is the worst defense I've ever seen. Oh
well,
my gosh.
It seems like we can't come to a consensus about what the best video game is.
Because there
Because
isn't
you
one.
can't. You literally can't.
All right, fair enough.
And
But-
I say chat. Viewers, I apologize if the audio is a bit scuffed. Alright. This is our second ever episode, so that's just how it is, you know?
Is this not our first?
No, it's our second.
No, it's
Are you-
not.
Yeah, we got 0 viewers subbed from the last
True,
episode.
true. Yeah.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
So we see, the thing is, we felt so like saddened by it that we just had to redo the entire thing.
Yeah.
So I feel
that's
like the only
like right
the only
here.
thing we've gained from this previous conversation is that Ivan's a simp for Minecraft.
Absolutely.
We
And
haven't-
honestly, I'm
No,
gonna say it.
we've gained nothing. We already knew this. There
That's
is
true.
nothing learned.
Well, I
Okay,
think you
so-
learned a
so,
lot of
so
things.
here's my thing. I think we should just branch off the conversation since it's going nowhere, and Ivan's not going to agree with anybody that any game is even remotely as good as Minecraft. I think we just branch off the conversation and just go into best story mode game.
Oh, all right. That's fair.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to go ahead and say Red Dead Redemption 2 for sure.
I honestly have
For
not
sure.
played a whole lot of story mode games, if I'm being real.
But a close second for me would have to be the newest God of War game. Very, very good.
Oh, we
I
lost that.
wanna,
Now, are you-
I wanna give a special shout out to Far Cry 5 for story mode games.
Far Cry 5?
talking
Yeah.
games that are
pretty solid.
specifically? Oh, are we talking games that are like specifically RPGs, or are we talking games that like
No,
have some?
story games. Like you load into the game and it's got a story mode. Like GTA would count.
All right.
Call of Duty games would count.
Yeah, I really did, and this is just from experience. I really have not played a whole lot of story mode games, but I enjoyed World War II's Call of Duty. I mean, um, the story mode for that a lot. I thought that was a lot of fun. I played it a couple times.
I agree. That was a very good story.
Mhm.
And I think it was
Another-
very cool when they made your the friendly people interactable.
What I will say, my favorite story mode of all time, Battlefield 1. Without a doubt,
Really?
Battlefield. Yes, Battlefield 1 was
Battlefield
cool.
1 or like the first Battlefield?
Battlefield 1 as in like the World War.
I don't agree. I don't
Battlefield
think that story
1
was good
had-
at all.
You didn't like it at all?
Garbage.
I guess it all depends on what you like. I really like Battlefield 1.
I don't think that story was good. I think Battlefield 4 had a decent story, and I
Did
think
you-
once they started branching off into that whole thing, like, oh, your character dies, go into another character, like I think that's where they went downhill, because I feel like you need to build a connection with your avatar, like your character.
That's
And
what
I
I was
feel
just
like
thinking.
and I know what you're gonna say is that like it tells you like, oh, you're playing as
Okay.
Corporal Major, I don't know.
Finnegan.
Yeah, sure. Last name, yeah. Johnson. You're playing as Corporal Finnegan Johnson, and he was a real life in World War One, and he rose to this rank faster than any other corporal. That type of thing. Like it gives you their dog tag information, but like you need to have one central character, like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. Really, really good stories, and you build that character. Like you play in the first game, you play as David Mason, and in Black Ops 2 you play as Alex Mason, right? You build that connection with them to the point where when Alex Mason dies in Black Ops 2, you're like sad. But when you play Battlefield 1 and your character dies, you're like, oh, on to the next one.
Well,
No, that's the first time you're like, oh no, my character died, and then
well, I'm
on the
confused about what
second
you're
one dies,
Goes
you're
to
like,
the next character.
I see the connection here.
Here's what I'm confused about, though. Like, I don't understand what you mean by jumping into the next character, because the story mode for Battlefield 1, there's not just one, there's multiple stories you can play. Like, and I'm sorry, like, if I'm getting names wrong, because it's been a long time since I played it. Because my Xbox power cord is fried, but, like, there's one where you go into the Arabian desert and play as Zara, she's fighting the Ottoman Empire and destroying their train. Like that's actually like, while it's not 100%
Yeah, that's what
accurate,
I'm saying. Your
that's-
character, that character, like the missions really don't have much to do with each other. And there's certain missions in that game, like the first one I remember very like like it was yesterday. Like I remember it very, very specifically. When you play that game, it was like it would show you, oh, you're playing as this guy right now, and it would pop up with information on the side of the screen, and you get to choose if it was important to you and you wanted to read it or not. And then if that character died, you would just switch to another character, and it would just tell you the information on the next person until
I
you
think you're
completed the mission.
thinking about the tutorial. I don't think the story modes actually do that.
No, it did. The first mission did.
I'm trying to think about what you're talking about, but I mean, you might be right. But
But I know what you're talking about, the actual missions. But even
like
then, the missions didn't correspond very much with each other. Like you're saying, the one
they
was in
do,
the
but
desert.
I think the point. I don't think the point of them was to though. I think you're really seeing the different aspects of World War One because that's
No, I understand that, like the different battles of World War One and like where it was going on in the world and things
like
like that.
those
But
people
I
wouldn't have
think
known.
a good story has to have like missions that are like correspond. It has to run like a movie. Like I feel like a good story should hold the same character, and it should be like the throughout of that person's life. Like in Call of Duty missions, it's like, okay, we just left off in the last mission, leaving the Amazon River. Okay, you come home, and then the next mission starting off, your character's still tired from coming home from the Amazon River, but he's ready to go do something in, I don't know, like, I don't know, Argentina.
I was
Like,
gonna say
you know what I mean?
Venezuela.
Like, I think it needs to make sense. It needs to correspond.
How
Oh,
did
that.
that ball go through me is beyond me. But okay.
If we're talking about needing to correspond, and if that's what you're classifying a good RPG as, I'm gonna have to go with World War II then, because I thought that was a very, very good
Well, no, I think
story.
what he's saying is that the biggest thing about story mode is you need to build a connection with the characters. And
Yeah,
if corresponding is part of that, then yeah.
I mean, I feel like you really do in Battlefield 1, even though like there's different story modes with lots of different characters and different stories. I think you actually, I don't want to say build. Maybe it's not quite as intimate as like it would with one specific character, like a Call of Duty story mode, but like.
We just forgetting about The Walking Dead then, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is kind of like The Walking Dead. You're right, Jace, because The Walking Dead has lots of different perspectives from lots of different people. And,
I meant the game, but
oh, well, I don't think anybody actually liked that.
Yeah, that game was not.
I enjoyed what I got to play of it.
But yeah, I would say if we're talking about, there we go. I guess I'm gonna have to either go between Battlefield 1 story mode or World War 2, and that's purely just because I have.
All right. Well, let me give you some food for thought. What about games that are just solely story mode,
I honestly
like Batman, like the Batman games, like stuff like that, like where it's just you load in and your only choices are to start a new game or continue your old one.
Oh, you know what? I changed my mind, and y'all are gonna call me weird for this. If you're talking game that's purely story mode, Undertale, absolutely, 100%.
I can respect it.
Undertale,
I mean,
while it's a very weird game, like it's
I never got to play
extreme.
Undertale.
I think it's a very, very good game because there's.
John, dude, what are you doing?
It caught me off guard. It's just like, oh, it's coming right at me.
I
Okay,
can
wait.
respect the choice on Undertale.
Yeah, if you're talking purely RPG Undertale, because there's so many different routes you can take. There's so many different choices. Like,
See, honestly though, to me, I feel like games like that are so much harder to talk about with people. Like,
it is
because
because
you
You
don't want to
haven't played.
spoil.
You haven't
You don't
played
want to
it.
spoil other endings. You don't want to like, and I think games like that too kind of piss me off because like, if you don't get the ending you want, they want you to like replay the whole game, and
You
then
can't
it's
just start from one point.
yeah, and then it just gets boring because you see like there's certain missions in the game and certain portions of the game where it's not different, even though you make different choices. You know what I mean?
Overtime, baby, let's go.
So it's like it's the exact same thing. Like Red Dead Redemption had 3 endings, I want to say, but
Don't
like
hey, don't spoil
no, no,
anything.
no, I'm not gonna spoil. I'm just saying there's
I'm actually
three
thinking about
endings.
getting that game soon.
There's 3 endings, and 75% of the game it's the same exact thing. But once you get towards the end is when the decisions matter. So like I'm just saying like why would I want to replay 75% of a what I don't know like a 26 hours of gameplay game?
Which is
Like
why
why
I
would I
think
want to do that?
Ugh. Well, that
option
sucks.
on.
Like I feel
Yeah.
like I would want to play a game, have the same outcome as John if he was playing the same game, you know what I mean? And then come into school the next day and be like, "Yo man, what'd you think of the ending?"
Yo, did you hear how the outlaw actually killed your main character? It's like that.
Mhm.
That's not what happened in my story.
Yeah.
Well, they're harder to talk about, but I think Undertale is very good about like it changes right from like the get go. Like as soon as you do like change something, the entire thing changes, which I think is what's very good about it. And I agree, it doesn't make it difficult to talk about, but it really like you could play it over and over again. It's
I'll
just
tell you
about
what, a good game, a good story mode game like that, Until Dawn, very,
yeah.
very
That
good game.
I had fun with Until Dawn. Yeah,
That
I don't
game is
own. I played it
extremely
with.
good.
I played it with Ben, but
Like it's
I
just like
had
a
fun.
it's like a mind bender, dude. That it's like watching a movie but like a video game, and it's just it really throws toss ups at you.
It takes like 2 hours, right, to like, get through the whole thing about give or
What?
take.
No. No.
Right? It
Takes
was a long
forever.
time. So
Takes
now
you
I
about
feel like
2 hours to get through the first couple missions,
maybe it's like
but they don't really
8 hours.
call them missions in that game.
Yeah, but I do remember playing that, and I did have fun.
But I will say a close second for like games like that where it's just solely story mode. The newest, it's not new anymore. It's new as of 2018, I think. The God of War game, the newest God of War game. The game is so good. Boy, so good.
That's all I've ever seen in the game is just boy.
Atreus,
Boy.
no. Why are you setting them up for gold?
I don't know my that
God.
wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was
So
look at the last person who hit it. Chase, that was all Chase.
Chase set it up, and then I didn't see him coming.
Good job,
I'm
Chase.
sorry.
Wow.
Shut up.
Michael, I have a quick question. What do you play on ball cam or car cam?
Ball cam.
Thank you.
Alright,
Addison was
bet.
trying to say that you have to play car cam.
Don't listen to anything Addison says ever.
Why not?
Because he's Addison.
Guys, just for context, Addison is Chase's brother, and he's just
yeah,
not one of the most pleasant people in the world. We'll say that
He's
much.
not
Oh.
pleasant or bright.
I hope he's not watching this.
At some point, he'll probably either make a guest appearance or see this and not like this, but oh well. That's just how
Yeah,
it is.
for
That
the record,
sucks.
if you're watching this, hi Addison.
Yeah, hi.
Um,
Or anybody else named Addison out there? Hey, how are you doing? Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
or just anybody. Hi.
Yeah, everybody, you know.
Segue? Do I?
You know what? Second time.
Everyone in
Hold on,
existence
guys.
ever.
Hold on,
Oh.
guys. Do I smell a segue?
I love segways. They're my favorite kind of train. What's up with your Segway, Michael?
So
What?
we know Addison. That's a pretty popular name, but there's a very popular name on the market. You know, having to
Deshaun?
do with maybe a TikTok star,
They,
Addison Ray.
Addison
What are
Ray?
we
Addison
thinking
Ray?
about? What are
Oh.
thoughts on TikTok right now, boys? You think it's going in like a good or bad direction?
TikTok. I would say TikTok itself is going to stay around for a while.
No, I'm saying like, do you think it's going in a good direction, like the content?
Oh, I don't know because I don't use it.
No.
Because my For You page always has some pretty solid content on it.
A lot of the people on there are funny, but like a lot of it's just really cringy.
Facts.
Yeah,
I
I'm with
agree.
Chase on this one. I think-
Overall, just like a useless app, and I don't even know why I still have it on my phone, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Chase on this one, except I don't have it on my phone. So I deleted it. I thought it was a waste of my time. I think that I probably lost brain cells and my IQ depreciated significantly after downloading it. Um, so
Can
yeah,
this guy
that's
stop
kind of
blowing me up right off the bat?
what's that?
Please.
Dude, there's no way. There's no way. No, and
Sorry
I
about
get
it.
what you're saying.
Sorry.
I get what you're saying, Ivan. Like, I understand that, but dude, every once in a while, there's some really, really good content on there, and
Oh,
it
Yeah.
just brightens my like today.
Like the for
Hold on,
show
hold on.
videos. The for show videos.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
No, but-
Aaron Scully. Aaron
Treatment
Scully's
for
hilarious.
show.
But then there's like trendy ones, or well, yeah, like they start trends and stuff, like the whole shit thing
That-
started on
Those
TikTok.
are good. I like those a lot.
You know what I mean? Like, I think TikTok's pretty solid right now.
I
Yeah.
think
Eventually, I think it's gonna
if
obviously
it's
get worse.
something about weighing between the good content and the bad, I think the bad just outweighs it too much. I think it just makes it
Yeah,
not.
I can see that.
It takes a while to get your For You page adjusted how you want it, but once it's there, it's
It's
there.
there. Yup. I agree. No, but I think I don't know.
I
think it's pretty
I would
solid.
not. I
Dude,
would not.
oh my gosh. Why does that guy keep blowing me up? That's not fair. That's not
Not fair.
TikTok
What the heck,
is
man?
no Vine. Vine.
What the
will
heck
be-
do you think you're doing, man?
What the heck are
Have
you
you-
doing?
Have you ever seen those videos?
No.
It's like this. I don't want to say he's Hispanic because I'm not sure if he is or not. But this guy, he's
Wow,
like never
he's a
got
good
a shirt
shot.
on, and he seems like he may have some sort of like mental deficiency going on.
Mhm.
Like I don't know, but he every time someone does something like where it's like ironically, like, oh, I missed my cup, it spilled on my shirt. He like duets it, and he's like, "What the heck do you think you are doing, man? But you hold the cup with two hands and put it to your mouth before tipping it for more better results."
More better results.
But he goes, "What the heck do you think you are doing, man?" But I think content like that is what makes like TikTok should not be free. When I see content like that, I'm like, yo, that's good stuff. Like today, I was watching. Have you ever seen those videos where the people they'll like do like a poll or like an interview on the boardwalk or something?
Yeah.
He'll be like,
Yeah.
so who's your favorite TikTok star? Show me your favorite TikTok dance. So this guy goes up to two chicks, right? And he goes, "Hey, can we make out?" And they're like, "No." And he's like, "What do you mean no?" I asked, "Where's the checkout?" And they're like, "We're outside on the boardwalk." "What do you mean, where's the checkout?" And then he goes, what did he say? Oh, he goes, "Oh, okay." And then he starts walking away, and the one girl goes, "So you don't want to make out?" And he goes, "No." And then he starts walking away, and they start chasing him. He turns around, tries juking him, and just falls. It was the funniest video I've seen in a long time. Like I was just sitting on my bed, getting like about to get ready for work, and I just started dying laughing. It was so awesome. It was just awesome.
You guys want
Solid
to
content.
talk about funny videos? If you guys ever watch the TV show Whose Line Is It Anyways?
No.
If you haven't, check it out. It is an amazing show. I don't know if it's still on or not. I doubt
Would
it
you like
is.
to elaborate?
I was about to, yeah. I was just kind of, but basically, it's the phrase there aren't any rules and the points mean nothing comes directly from this show, and you can tell. The biggest part of the thing, they have these like separate different segments. Don't tell me that's going in.
Nope.
I was gonna be mad.
Nope.
They have a whole bunch of different segments. Like one of them is called sound effects, and basically what happens is two members of the audience are taken up on the stage, and there's two of the cast members. It's quick note. The entire show is completely improv. Anything besides the topics are not pre-thought, and like they'll take two members from the audience, and they'll do sound effects to the cast members, and the two cast members are given a topic. Like for example, one of the ones I was watching today was Batman and Robin, and they had to sneak over to find out what the Joker was doing. And like there was one part where he was like, now obviously people are caught on the spot, and if they're not improv actors, they don't know what they're doing, and they're making sounds for these actors that know exactly what they're doing, which is like one of the biggest parts about it. And so he was doing like the Batman thing, and he was like, all right, so we need to get up on that ledge up there. I'm gonna take my grapple, like my grapple hook, and we're gonna throw it up on the ledge, and we're gonna get up there real nice. So he starts swinging it, and he says, this thing got a lot quieter than I remember it. She wasn't making any noises for it, and he's like, that's weird. And then she goes, whoo, 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 and starts like making the noise of it swinging around, and then she like releases it, and she goes directly into the mic. It's like, wow, it got a lot bigger when it went up. And then once it hits the top, she goes, clink. It's like, that's weird. I don't remember the metal hook sounding like that on the tile, but alright.
You know what? I think I remember Miss K showing us a clip of that in class at one point.
It's very well possible. There's other ones they have, like, it's called World's Worst. And basically they all stand on the step, and they'll be given a topic. Like, for example, one of them was World's Worst Neighbor. And he was like, alright, so the goal is to... He explains the rules. And
nice.
Nice.
Where's it going with that?
World's Worst Neighbor.
Yeah, so the world's worst neighbor, and whenever they would have an idea for the topic, they would step down off the step, and they would like present their topic. And like for world's worst neighbor, you had stuff like, can I borrow some sugar? Stuff like this, that, and the other. And one of them, he goes, just so you know, I'm naked, and I'm gonna point out all of the knots in your fence. And he moves along and goes, boop, there's one, boop, there's one.
That's awesome. That's pretty funny.
And there was
I think
one.
He did show us one, but it had like Will Ferrell in it or something, like a special episode.
And there's another one. He was like, all right, so here, name the world's worst candidates for being on money. And this is it's an early 2000s show. And he walks up. Can you break a Monica Lewinsky?
That's pretty good. I like improv things. I think that's where it's most funny, is when it's genuine.
Yeah, they're just so good at it too. It's crazy.
I think improv is the only like genuine thing left.
Yeah.
Like everything's just staged and stupid. Like that video that I was telling you about where the guy slips and falls after the interview. It was staged, but I don't think the fall was staged, but like the whole interview and them like chasing after him, like, yeah, that was all staged. But I think improv is definitely too funny.
Yeah. Another segment they do is called press conference.
Oh my god, dude, I'm so good! I'm so good! Wow! Dude, check this out! Check out the freaking airhead, dude! Oh my god, dude! Oh my
Ivan said, "Let me get out of the way for this one."
That joke was crazy. Look, watch, I'm about to improv on these guys. Ooh,
improv on these guys.
Oh, faked them. Ooh, someone stole my boost. Ooh, John sucks. Ooh. Check me out though. Ooh, stole! Check me out, dude. 12 boosts the whole round.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, he left.
He rage quit.
No.
So yeah,
That's good.
they've got a bit called press conference, and basically they're given there's 4 members total in the cast, and one of them's picked. It's always the same guy, and he's got the oh my goodness, I can't explain it. 3 of the cast members are like press people, and they have to ask questions, and they have to try and get the 4th person, who's like being the interviewee. They have to figure out who they are. So like one of them was Batman coming out of the closet.
Oh my god, that's
Oh,
pretty
shit.
good. That's got to be a good funny
They
thing.
were. Another one was like the Prince of
I don't
England,
have to.
not the Prince of England, the Queen of England
Not the
announcing
prince. Oh no.
the Queen of England announcing an affair with one of the cast members.
Oh no.
I think
You
it
know,
was-
talking.
I'm sorry, but if I don't outlive the Queen of England,
No, the Queen of England was the first person ever born. Like
I'm
she's
convinced
old.
her and
Betty Betty White gave birth to the Queen of England.
that's what I'm thinking. No, I'm thinking Betty White and Morgan Freeman were Adam and Eve. For sure. Like that's
I
it.
mean, come on, have you any of you guys actually known in a period where they haven't existed?
Fact.
Exactly.
Have you ever seen a young picture of Morgan Freeman?
You're right. They don't
And who does-
exist.
and people think of it as ironic that he plays God in every movie, but maybe he's just the most fit person to play it because he was
Knows him the
What?
best.
yeah,
Knows
he
him
was
the
one of the
best.
first humans,
Yeah.
dude. Like he's
Talking
just,
about Morgan Freeman in movies, and this is a very, very good segue as well, and I think you guys are going to enjoy this topic.
You can't segue off Morgan Freeman this
yeah,
quickly.
you can't. No, we're
Come
still
on,
we're
man.
still on the topic.
This is
man.
segueing into more Morgan Freeman. That's what I mean.
No, I mean like the age of Morgan Freeman and
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Betty
sure.
White and Queen Elizabeth.
No, get in front of
the
that.
whatever it might be. Good save, Chase. Huh?
Oh, that could
But
be
yeah,
bad.
they are very old. That's all.
What the
I
frick
will
was
say.
that? You
But,
see that? Did you see that?
No, but I'm sorry if I don't outlive the Queen of England. My whole life is.
Michael, you hit me. Why'd you hit me?
Set me up, John. Set me up.
Oh,
Well, I hate to tell you, Michael. And
No!
I tried.
You will.
You see that? The amount of times I come so close to scoring a goal and then some guy just or just John just completely
I think
destroys
we've
the
lost
side of my
2 games out of like 12 that we've played.
Yeah, we're actually kind of cracked tonight. Hold on.
Snaz diddly.
And we've been playing on
Yeah.
250 plus ping all the time.
phone. Yo, what's
But,
up with that? Usually we're down in like the 20s.
Do you want to unqueue and try and get a better server?
Nah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
speaking about Morgan Freeman, made me think. I was watching Batman Dark Knight the other day in study hall, and funny enough, I was joking around with Mike. I was like, "Well, what would I rather do? Go to class and actually do productive work, or sit here and continue watching Batman Dark Knight?" Which, for the record, this is the second time I watched it in a matter of a couple of weeks. I just had to watch it a second time just because it's such a good movie. I would argue the best Batman movie there is by far. What I want to talk about is Heath Ledger playing as the Joker. What do you guys think about him?
Solid.
Is that
Yeah.
like the? Is that like the?
The only problem is
the
he was
Joker?
still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I think he definitely is the best Joker out of all of them by
That
far.
was he was the Joker with Christian Bale as Batman, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
he is the Joker.
and
He's the one, John, that got way too into his role to the point where he like wouldn't come out of it all set.
He was the one
But,
that
like,
He was just crazy.
one
yeah.
scene with the nurse blowing up the hospital, right? That was him.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was like
But,
just the Joker.
No. Yeah. Personally, though, I
Yeah.
think that Heath Ledger actually, like, the Joker made the movie better than Batman. Like, honestly,
Christian Bale was a good Batman, but I feel like he was a better Bruce Wayne than a Batman.
Yeah, like Batman, like obviously he's the main point of the movie, but I think Heath Ledger and the Joker really is just what tied it together. And I think what's so great about what Heath Ledger did and the Joker is that you feel like you get such a close connection to a character that you know nothing about. Like you don't know his name, like his
Well, did you
real.
ever watch the new Joker movie?
I did not.
That's that whole movie was based around like society and like
we
the pressure it put on the Joker when
we
he was
live
young and like how
we live
how
in a
he
society.
So it goes into like actually like detail about what the Joker's life was about and like who he was before he was the Joker.
well not so much who he well yeah kind of but like it's more or less like trying to
Ah,
not trying to prove but like trying to like show the audience like maybe he's not so bad, maybe it's not his fault.
Well, that's where I haven't seen it and I'm gonna have to watch it. I think that almost kind of ruins the point of the Joker. I think he's
You do
supposed to
realize the
be.
Joker was not all bad before he was the Joker, right?
I'm sure he wasn't, but like I think that's what I enjoy about The Dark Knight is that you have a character like the Joker. You feel like you know him so well, but so little. Like he's like, I got these scars, and like,
That was a good scene where he's sitting at the table
yeah,
and
he's
talking
like,
to the mobsters.
and he's such a
I got
dark,
these
such a
scars.
dark demonic character, but he's just so funny at the same time. Like where he takes the pencil and he puts it down on the table. He's like, want to see a magic trick, and then he like shoves the guy's face into the pencil.
Yeah, like yeah, he puts it through his eye. He puts it through his eye
It's
and
like,
he goes,
oh my
"Gone."
magic, and then
Can this douchebag? I mean,
like I think honestly he's so great, and especially it's just that dry humor, like that dry dark humor that is coming from somebody who's so evil and so powerful, and you just don't know about theirs. You feel uneasy, but you also feel like you gotta laugh, like 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 that the scene where he's like at the table with the mobsters. I agree, very good scene, like where they're about to kill him, and he says, "Well, let's not blow things out of proportion." He opens up his jacket, and he has like 16
Yeah.
grenades strapped to himself. Like he just doesn't care. Like he would rather
Oh yeah.
die
Oh no,
than.
he has no intentions of dying. He's
He's
just
completely insane.
that's
Like
one of
what?
yeah, that well yeah, and that's one of the things I admire about the Joker is he'll just talk. Even if he's got 40 guns trained on him, like ready to blow him to bits, he just talks and talks and talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. And he stalls so much that every bad situation he's in, he ends up getting out of. Whether it's by some freak accident or like on purpose. He
So
just
you say
stalls.
are you saying he doesn't want to die?
I'm not saying he. No, well, I'm sure he doesn't want to die, but he doesn't care if he
Like,
does.
I
And
don't think
like,
he can. I don't. Yeah, I think he
but
would rather
he's
see him.
clinically insane, Ivan. You got to understand that as his character. He doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't even acknowledge that there's a chance that he can die. He's just
You see,
acknowledging the fact that there's 7 other people in the room that don't want to die, and he's got grenades strapped to his chest. So if they blow up, they're dead, not him.
I think he doesn't comprehend it that way. Like the scene where he's driving the semi truck and it crashes and then he gets out and he's like Batman's driving at him. He's like, "Come on, hit me!" Like I think he knows he's going to die if that happens. But I think he would rather see Batman crumble and go against his one.
Well, that's so there's actually like psychological breakdowns of the Joker and like in the comics when he finds out who he is, like there's actually a comic where he finds out who Batman is by like pulling his mask off or like I want to say him and the Scarecrow teamed up or something and Scarecrow like drugs him and then takes his mask off and the Joker actually like freaks out and tries to like get him to not take the mask off because 90% of the Joker's personality is trying to find out who Batman is and like the process from point A to point B. And once he finds out, there's literally nothing else for him to do because he doesn't want to kill
Mm,
Batman. He
yeah.
doesn't want to rival Batman. He just wants to he doesn't even want to
Well, yeah.
figure out who he is. It's just the mystery behind it, and being his nemesis is like a thrill for him.
Well, yeah, because like that's what he like in the Dark Knight he said, and I think the quote was, "I don't want to kill you because you complete me," or something like, and like, yeah,
Aww.
But that's the thing is like, you know how autistic kid, and obviously it's not the best analogy, but like people with mental health issues, like they cling to something, right? So like autistic kids, like they're very good at something, and when they're very good at something, it's like their comfort thing. Like
they just
some
get like
kids are good
really
at
good
math, so
grades.
they'll just start doing math when they're like stressed out. You know what I mean?
Just
So like
also,
the
this is
Joker is just that's just his thing. Like that's what not it doesn't keep him sane obviously because he's not sane, but it like
it's just what he is,
yeah, like that's just him.
and just for reference, this is not making fun of people with mental disabilities. It's just
No.
I think you made a valid point.
Who did?
Michael did.
Oh.
Everybody did. Everybody made a valid point.
Chase, you
except me,
haven't
'cause
talked yet. Do you want to
You
say
know what?
anything? Chase, do you want to
No.
say anything?
Hey, you know what?
About
Let's
what?
segue this, Chase. Do you want to segue it? Because like
I don't know
we can
what to say.
continue talking about Batman, or
I don't
I
really
can-
know much about Batman.
okay. Well then, what's your favorite movie, Chase?
My favorite movie. Let's see. I don't know. What is my
Homeward
favorite movie?
Bound. That's obviously your favorite.
I do like Homeward Bound. I don't know if it's my favorite movie. It's like my favorite like movie, like nostalgic wise.
Nostalgia. Love
Well,
nostalgia. It's just such a good vibe.
That's
Like
yeah.
in reality, it's not the best movie in the world, but it's just so much nostalgia for me because I just always grew up watching it.
I feel like The Karate Kid's probably your favorite. Jeez.
The Karate Kid is a good movie,
The original one or the Jaden Smith one?
not the Jaden Smith one. I kind of like to forget that movie exists.
Personally, as a Karate Kid fan, I don't like to think that exists.
I don't even like to consider it part of the Karate Kid universe.
What is? I was gonna say, what is that? But yeah, The Karate Kid is phenomenal. Yeah.
We were talking about movies in English today, and we were talking about like Alex brought it up, and we were talking about how Finding Nemo. I don't know if you guys know the first like the introduction scene where it's like
Yeah,
horrifying.
that's what I
We
saw.
were talking about how a lot of kids don't know that scene even exists because parents would actually skip through that.
Wait,
Like there's
really?
literally yeah, like that was like a common
Oh,
thing
my
back
kids
then
never
is
skip
for
past
parents
that.
Are
for
you talking about like
parents
the
to,
scene with the Barracuda where like
yeah, like when the mom dies and they like
It's like one of the turning
it-
points of the movie.
it was like very common for parents to skip that and like not let their kids see it kind of thing. And so people who would watch it now are like, "Oh, I didn't even know this was a thing."
But you
That's
know,
crazy.
there's actually a lot of I don't know, I can't really say I know a whole lot about Finding Nemo personally because I don't care about Finding Nemo. But there's a lot of there's a lot of theories that say
There's
like that.
die.
For context, I
know
don't
that
actually want
it's
Ivan to
dying.
die.
We're all very good
Oh,
friends.
oh,
Oh, I did
John
that.
scored.
I
John
did that.
scored, apparently.
I did that.
Yeah,
There's-
What are you gonna say, Ivan?
That was me.
You're not well rounded on Finding Nemo, but what
Well,
are you gonna
I'm not
say?
well known, but there's a lot of theories that say that Marlin is just
A terrible father.
well, not a terrible father, but he's like PTSD. Like Nemo's not actually real, and like
Oh.
it's just all his imagination because he can't.
Well, there's a
feel.
lot of subliminal messages like that in Disney movies. Like they're trying to say like Winnie the Pooh. They're trying to say Christopher Robins is like mentally ill, and that's like every mental health problem you can have. Like Eeyore's like depression, and like Piglet's like anemia or something like where you don't eat. And then Winnie the Pooh is like a eating disorder where you like don't stop eating. You're always hungry.
Yeah, I think what's the rabbit's name? Is it just Rabbit?
Yeah, it's literally just random.
Yeah, I think that one's supposed to be like ADHD or something.
No, that's Tigger.
Anxiety. That's
Yeah,
what
and
it
then Tigger's like ADHD,
is.
where he like doesn't stop and he like talks a million miles a minute. And he's like always got to be moving,
Mhm.
and they're just like that. That's one of the theories. And then like, um, there was one theory about Up, how like he was like in a coma or something. And that was just like his dream or something like that.
Oh.
There's also a big theory that everything in Pixar is connected. Like it's all in one world,
Mm-hmm.
just at different timelines, which I think it's cool to see the connections. But it's like, are they drawing too much into it, or are they just trying to make just like a, I guess just like
Or
a,
maybe we're trying to
don't know.
have a mega crossover event.
All right. Speaking of crossovers, and I think this is a
Oh
good
no.
transition. I
Infinity
think
War.
your mind went to the same place that mine did, except not Infinity War, Endgame. What do you guys think about it? And I
I
have my
thought
answer.
I thought it was an amazing movie.
I did. I
I thought
agree.
I
I
thought
thought
it
it
was
was.
It was
very
actually one of the first movies I've
I thought
ever
it was
actually
good.
cried at.
I didn't cry.
Like I
I
straight
will
up was
say,
like, no, that's
I like.
spoilers for Endgame, by the way. If you haven't seen it by now, you're a loser. But spoiler
Yeah.
for
What? Like.
Endgame.
Mhm.
When Iron Man was like, I'm like, no, no, he can't, no, stop, he can't, and then he just died.
Uh,
I was
yeah.
like,
Did you know that
what?
Iron Man is Iron Man?
What did you say?
Did you know Iron Man is Iron Man? It's whack.
Didn't.
Well,
Anyway.
Okay.
Tony
Okay. But
Stark.
way more
Regardless,
controversial. What do you think about the Disney Plus shows that are out right now?
I do not have
The
Disney Plus, so I
Mandalorian
cannot
What do
is
you
provide
think
opinions.
actually
about what
what
do you think about the Captain America replacement?
hasn't
Isn't he
seen
replaced
it.
by Falcon?
No, there's an
Oh,
actual new Captain America.
oh, that's
Oh.
news.
What?
Gee.
But
I don't know anything about him.
I follow a guy on TikTok who does breakdowns on like all the Marvel characters. Like he like kind of like he does so his series is called Understanding the Characters, and it'll
Mhm.
be like understanding Loki, understand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the one was understanding the psyche of, well, and comparing the psyche of Iron Man and the new Captain America,
Mhm.
and in the it like shows clips of like him, and it's not really a spoiler, but like kind of like the way he acts. Um, but the way he acts is he just says like I am Captain America like over and over again. Like when he's in fights, like when he's like standing over someone and he like wins the fight and he's like,
That's a bit
you
weird.
can't beat me, I'm Captain America type of thing. You know what I mean? But like if you ever think back to any Marvel movie ever that had Captain America in it, like Steve Rogers,
He would never say anything like that.
he wouldn't introduce himself as Captain America. He introduced himself as Steve Rogers
Yeah.
Mhm.
because he had that humility. But like this Captain America, his entire like ego is built around the fact that he's Captain America. I just whiffed that.
Yeah, I was flying in for that.
So kind of like Iron Man.
Yo, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie, we're
but
kind of
Iron
getting
Man
fast
actually
here.
is Iron Man. Like that's just
No.
he's already built his um
What the freak
reputation.
is going on? I keep getting hit.
And that's his character. Iron Man's character is Iron Man. Like that's just the idea behind. Oh,
I did not go in,
Going
oh
back
my
to
God, we're getting whooped.
'cause I
We are
think that
getting
does.
whooped.
bro. We're getting clapped. This is terrible.
I would say I liked Infinity War much more than I liked Endgame.
I can't agree. I think it's BS because they literally had 4 chances to kill Thanos in the movie, and they literally whiffed every single time.
Because
Yeah, I
somebody
mean,
had
that's,
to be dumb and ruin the entire universe. And
I mean,
thanks a lot,
yeah.
Star Lord.
Oh, it's yeah. Star Lord had 2 chances, and Thor had 2 chances.
Yeah.
Now the first chance was when Thanos got the Reality Stone at the Collector's workshop,
Mhm.
right? And Gamora made him promise to kill her if he ever, like, if Thanos ever got her. So if he would have made the decision faster, Thanos wouldn't have had time to use the Reality Stone to make his gun a bubble gun. He would have just shot her, and it would have been
Bubble gun.
over. No Soul Stone,
Oh no.
no 5 Infinity Stones. That's
Oh no, that's bad.
thing.
I disagree.
No, I
Actually,
don't.
I think Thanos would have changed it regardless, or turned it into a bubble gun regardless.
No.
I don't
Bubble
see
gun.
Because you see him like close his fist right as Star Lord pulls the trigger, and if he would have
Yeah.
like Thanos, they have like a conversation between it because Thanos knows he's not going to do it. So if he would have actually done it, he would have surprised Thanos because Thanos was banking on the fact that he wouldn't do it. Right? So if he killed Gamora, no Soul Stone. But then he gets the second chance where he's like super pissed and they have Thanos
Yeah.
asleep and he punches him in the face. But either way, technically, if we're thinking about it, Doctor Strange let it happen because he knew that that was the reality that they won because there was only one of them that they
Yeah,
would
I mean, if he had to let it happen that way, then yeah.
And holy crap, can I say real quick the callback in Endgame with that? Where he just looks at Tony
What
and
do you
says,
Mhm.
just points
Yeah,
one.
and
He says,
He
just
nods.
saying. He's like, just
Mhm.
points one. He's like, I'm just
Just
saying,
don't-
you know?
Tony has that last minute like remorse, like, hey, do I want to just like end myself right now? And Doctor Strange looks at him and goes, "This is the one."
Just points. He's like, you know what you gotta do. And that's all I can
He
say.
doesn't point. He doesn't point. He just nods.
Well, no, he
Like
point.
Tony,
He pulls up the one finger.
does he?
Yeah, he like makes like a number one with his finger, and just like
Oh.
puts it right between him and Tony. He's like, you know what you gotta do. It's up to you. So, I thought that was pretty sick how they did that.
So we got cooked this game.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I don't know what happened back here.
Yeah. We're not gonna
I
talk
think-
about this game.
I think Endgame did a very good job of wrapping up, like, what was it, 10 years? 15 years? I don't even know at this point. Of, we could have
I
had
thought
that.
was. I
Yeah.
thought that was-
Dude, these guys are good at defense. I'm not gonna lie.
They're really good all around.
It's because they had the one guy sitting in the goal the whole game.
Fair enough.
Freaking nerd.
Yeah, Endgame did a very good job of wrapping up this, like, whole section of the MCU. Like, I don't think there are, like, hardly any, like, strings loose. Everything was pretty well tied up. And if they weren't, they're gonna be taken care of real soon.
Bro, I was our top player and my score was 96 because I got a shot off.
Michael, do you want to join our club?
What club?
We're the finger
KFC.
licking crew.
That's stupid.
Okay.
How many germs are on your fingers? And you just lick them?
They're finger licking good.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess on the note of Endgame, I mean, I feel like we've covered a pretty good amount of topics.
Yeah, I think this will be our last game for the night.
Yeah, your boy's got to get to bed. He's got to make that dough in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta keep that quarantine grind going on. Probably gonna edit this tomorrow.
Indeed.
So just for
Yeah.
record, viewers, today is April 23rd of 2021. Time capsule in a period of history. For any of y'all out there.
Yeah.
In the future, that'd be really cool. If you could come back and give me a flying car, that would be sick.
lit.
But yeah. Currently in my life, I am serving time for a crime I didn't commit.
Yeah, let's elaborate before they actually think you're in jail.
Yeah, I'm in jail
Or
grinding
on
Rocket
probation.
League. I'm in jail grinding Rocket League,
You're on
recording
probation.
the second
On
episode
house
of a
arrest?
podcast.
House arrest?
Yeah,
It exists, don't you know?
at this point I was in close contact with somebody who tested positive for the YouTube no word.
YouTube.
What just happened?
Lag.
Bro.
I am like shifting hardcore right now.
I'm lagging so bad right now.
Yeah, I mean we're sitting at a solid. Good.
Dude, are you
God.
serious?
We're all well over 250 ping. As of
And
when
I
I
still
just checked.
gold.
Oh,
still
dude,
score.
we're still winning.
The one guy on their team has 960 ping.
Oh my god.
That's almost as bad as Miss Chapel's Fortnite connection.
Almost. Almost.
I think it was 1300. It had to been like 1300, right?
Probably so.
The highest I saw was like 1100.
Yeah, but it had to cap out at like 1300 something. That was insane.
I'm focusing.
But yeah, as far as our topics tonight, what do you guys think you enjoyed the most?
Yeah, please leave a comment down below. Again, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We don't care if we're promoting because that's what we got to do to get big.
Shameless self-promotion.
Exactly.
You,
Exactly.
but-
Shameless. Well, like I've been saying, in conclusion, Chase, what do you think was your favorite topic for tonight?
My favorite topic to talk about is probably the best video game of all time because I felt like that was the one I actually had something to say.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Chase on this one.
That was
I
like
think,
one of the ones I could actually
No,
add
that
on
was
to
my
because
least favorite one to
I don't
discuss.
really
I
watch
agree.
the Marvel
Just
movies
kept
very
saying
much.
Minecraft over and over again.
I agree.
Yeah, that was the only bad part about that. That Ivan was being very closed-minded.
Well, see, Minecraft
Well-
is like that.
Ivan's gatekeeping Minecraft.
Are you serious? Oh my!
it's been a big part of my life for over half my life. So I loved him as a father.
He's like, your father to me
Oh.
loved him as a son.
Go!
Guys, come on, come on. How do you blow that? How do you blow that? That was a perfect pass.
No, it wasn't. That was not perfect.
What? It rolled right in front of the goal.
Anyway, yeah,
Your mom
Minecraft.
was really the goal.
I would come home from school and Minecraft would be there waiting for me. Made me a sandwich. Would ask me how my
Hey.
Michael's cracked on the game.
Cracked
Crap
on the sticks,
behind you.
boy.
You told us, Michael, you told us last week that you were trash at Rocket League.
I am.
What? You've literally been
John,
doing like,
we're just more trash.
I guess.
We're just really bad
Oh.
at the game.
That didn't say anything about my skills at all.
Oh shoot! Oh no!
Well, it's been a pretty long recording too, right?
Yeah, how long's the recording been running?
We're sitting
Probably
on
been
we're
2
sitting,
hours.
We're sitting on 2 hours, but that's plus like the 15 minutes of tech tests and
The 15 minutes of rambling.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
hour,
guys.
hour
Rambling.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. It's been 2 hours of rambling.
If this video gets 500 likes, we'll release some of the rambling.
It's just gonna be Chase
it-
crunching on shit.
and as my man Felix Schellberg says, for every subscriber that we get, we gain 1 subscriber. So
And every 60 seconds in Africa,
In
a minute passes.
A minute passes.
Some of those are really good.
but yeah, if we
We'll
get
check me out.
if we get at
Checking
least 2
Tasked
likes
myself, missed it.
Yay!
Chase finishes. Word.
Dunked on. Make love and James,
Mikey's
baby.
like,
Pass to myself. Completely whiffs it.
If we get 2 likes on this video, we'll do a face reveal. Oh,
No.
Probably not. Probably
No.
not.
I'm not doing a
Just
face reveal until I get 300 Twitch subs.
Just kidding. We're not actually.
Yeah, I might. I don't know. I really want to try to go big on Twitch. I feel like I could do it, but it's just a very big time commitment. I don't know.
I mean,
Don't
Going
let your
that-
dreams be dreams.
I still am
Yeah,
trying to figure out an actual name because apparently somebody out there has already taken the name Vinny. so that's cool.
Finnegan.
As well as J Finney. But like twitch.tv/Finney. It just sounds good. But somebody
Finnegan.
some 2-follower Andy out there had to go and take it. Like, come on, man.
Follower Andy.
Yeah. Oh.
What the hell was that?
What? Are you
Oh, and we're
kidding
5-0ing these. Ah, deal it!
No!
Why? Why?
Come on! Look at this.
Oh, an asshole.
Yes.
Funny.
All right, I'm calling it. I'm chipping it right in. No.
Oh my god, delicious.
God.
Dude, oh my god. 6-0'd him. I just want to point out I had 4 of those goals. Three of them. John had 5 shots on the goal, not 1 goal.
Shut up.
I had a
Shut
goal.
up. Still on top. 2 goals. Let's
That's
go.
cool. Oh, you had 2 goals? That's
Yeah,
cool.
you had
I've been
3.
at 0 all night.
Ivan's score was 4.
Didn't even break double
that's like-
digits.
That's like 2 ball touches.
Oh my god, dude. Ivan, what are you doing, man?
Was Ivan even playing the game?
The ball just landed on him while he was sitting there AFK.
Oh man.
We're in this
As my
this
ping
podcast, Brett.
keeps climbing.
Yeah. Again, I know we've been saying it a lot, but if you guys enjoyed the second episode of the podcast, please do share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment what do you think is the best video game of all time, or at least a good candidate for it. As well as what else should we ask them?
What else do they want us to talk about?
Oh yeah, are there any future topics you guys think we should discuss? We're obviously very good at creating topics, but sticking to them seems to be a problem.
I think we
So-
need one good topic, and I know it, and it must be
What's
I know.
that?
Good.
fighting animals.
Yeah.
But that's for
How-
next episode.
Yeah, we'll lock that behind closed doors. This video needs to receive 25 likes. Yeah, one of our podcasts needs to receive 25 likes before we release Fighting Animals podcast. That's just a fact.
Yep. For a little bit of context, that's essentially what we will.
No contact.
No contact.
No context. All they need to know is fighting animals.
Okay.
That's
No
it.
context. Then.
There's no cruelty involved, but still.
Yeah. So if
What?
any of you guys are with PETA, I don't recommend going to the next one, but
Right.
Yeah.
So if you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. You guys want to say anything before we head out?
Jesus enlighten your path.
Like the video.
Remember
kiss
to
your
always
mother.
put sauce on your tacos.
To put what on the tacos?
Yeah.
Sauce.
Sauce?
Sauce.
No.
Put something like a-
Yeah,
Hit 'em
what?
with the sauce.
What kind of sauce?
Among Us.
Taco sauce.
Alfredo sauce.
Alright, we'll catch you guys in the next episode. See ya.
Later, Pete.
Bye.